Hey, what's up?
Yo, how's it going, dude?
I'm pretty good.
Oh god, that's really loud. Hold up, sorry. Probably hear that. Alright, cool. Got that fixed. So, how's everything going?
Pretty good. Kind of tired, but good.
Alright, well that's good. So what exactly are you looking to do today? Are you looking for font analysis? Are you looking for games?
Games.
Alright, cool. So, what's your Nintendo ID?
It's Sly.Mass.
Okay, cool. I'll add you. Sorry, I had to make room in my friends list real quick, but I should have just sent it.
I'll check in a second. I had to grab batteries.
Sounds good. And then if that is you, I'll have a room up.
Okay.
Alright, awesome. And you play Diddy, right?
Yeah, I do.
Alright, cool. Just making sure. So yeah, I'll start off with Ryu. But yeah, if there are any stages or any matchups that you want to work specifically on, just let me know and I can help out.
Okay.
And as always, make sure that if you have any questions, don't feel bad about stopping and asking, because this time is your time.
Okay. Oh shit.
Whoops, a little bit too deep.
Oh shit, I thought I had a double jump.
That was a really good tech, though. Most people don't expect to actually have to tech that move. But yeah, in that situation, if you know you're gonna have to tech something, a super good option is Diddy is just to tech and then we'll do the wall jump tech and then immediately monkey flip back onto stage.
Okay.
Because in that situation, then you'd have stage control and you'd be able to edge guard me for me going for that stage spike. Because you definitely had the tech timing down, which is really, really good. I'm not seeing any like terrible habits or anything yet, but I'll see what I can pick out. That might have just been one situation where you could have got a little bit more.
Okay.
Whoops, I was missing both. Nice, really good. The only thing I'd say from that game is just try to optimize your throw combos just a little bit better. Like at 0, you threw me twice, and I ended up with only like 13% because you just did forward throw on both of them and then didn't get anything after. So yeah, just kind of work on that a little bit. Obviously, it's good that you're getting the throws and it's good that you're, doing the stuff that you're doing, but just make sure to kind of like work on that a little.
Right.
Because like, especially on Ryu, if you do any like the down throw footstool stuff on Ryu, like he can't drift left or right at all after footstools. So they're just like super true on him. Or even just things like up throw, back air. Just that kind of stuff, so you're getting more than like the 6 or 7% per throw.
Right. Okay.
That's just a place that I'm seeing you could get a little bit more out of your openings. And sometimes that's all it takes, just that little bit extra on the punishes.
Oh shit. Yeah.
There you go. Oh, that just, never mind, that still killed you. I was hoping that would have saved you.
Oh shit, that hit me.
Ooh, nice. Oh, that was bad. That's the setup I have where you do weak nair, and if they try and tech it, then the Shoryu will stage spike them and they won't be able to tech. But for some reason my Shoryu just pushed me under the stage. But yeah, that already was a lot better. Doing like the up throw back air, you're getting like 18 or 19% per grab rather than the like 6 or 7. And then also putting me in a bad position once I actually got, you kind of set yourself up for juggle attempts better in that situation too. I don't know why Kong started doing forward throw things. Except for like, I don't know, I've seen MVD do like forward throw to back air to regrab. But I think for the most part, like the up throw stuff is just going to be your best bet for most things. And then plus you're staling your up throw so it won't send quite as far for when you actually want to kill potentially on like town and city with like up throw up air.
I like doing forward throw, like forward air sometimes, because if they DI it really wrong, like if they want to DI in so they don't like go off stage, you get like forward airs and get stuff off of that, but it's not working on you. Can I get out of that?
Yeah, if you DI, like SDI up, you can.
Oh, SDI, okay.
Or just DI, but SDIing will make it like guaranteed.
Oh shit. Shit.
Yeah. So just be careful about lingering hitboxes like that can get right through banana. Like Mario will be able to do similar stuff with his nair. There aren't many attacks that'll be able to do that kind of stuff, but in some matchups like the Ryu matchup, there's little things like that that'll punish you pretty hard. But yeah, for the most part, like everything's like okay. I'm not seeing any like awful habits besides like I think you could get more at the ledge too. I find that I'm just kind of like getting off the ledge almost for free. And part of that is because you're going, a lot of the times you're kind of going off and overextending a little bit. And then also sometimes I'll just get back on and you'll run away to throw banana, and like I won't give you the time to actually get banana. So then I'll just get back on stage for free. So when you go for banana, you want to make sure that your opponent has to take the time to get back to ledge. Because a lot of the time you'd hit me off a little bit and then I just jump back onto stage, which is something that's kind of risky to do, just like jumping back onto stage like that. But when I know you're just going to go for a banana, that's free stage control back for me. But if you burn my jump, or you know that I'm going to have to kind of like go low and shore you, or I'm going to have to like come from far out and then Tatsu, then you can go for that kind of stuff. Otherwise, just stand on the ledge and do like normal ledge trapping stuff, like, you know, grabbing neutral get ups, forward airing jumps, you know, that kind of stuff with Diddy.
Okay.
So yeah, I guess just be cognitive of how much time it's going to take your opponent to get back on stage. And then ledge trap accordingly. So there's actually a situation where you went off stage rather than just like standing on stage. And you're potentially giving your opponents back a lot of stage control. And that's one of the things that Diddy is really good at when he's on stage, is just being able to ledge trap, with or without banana, honestly, because of fair and that kind of thing. Oh my god. That was a rough game. I was like hitting C-stick nair and I hit it like 4 times and it just didn't do anything. So I don't know what happened. But yeah, for the most part, like just being really careful about when you're giving back stage control to your opponent.
Okay.
I guess it's kind of risk reward, because like if you get a stage spike on something like that and you kill, it's like, okay, great. But the risk is that if you miss it, oftentimes you're either dying or you're just giving stage control completely back to your opponent, and then they're able to ledge trap you.
Okay.
Whereas messing up a fair on like a jump or something, it's like, okay, the risk is almost nothing, but the reward is you keep your opponent at ledge, and you just slowly tack on percent.
Shit, that was stupid.
I saw you thinking about jumping off there, and you stopped yourself, which is good. So you see there now how you're at ledge when you could have just been ledge trapping me? Nice.
Ah, shit. Alright.
See, like, when you're staying on stage and you're not taking, like, huge risks and everything, like, your neutral is actually really good and you're tacking on a lot of percent, like, and playing neutral correctly. But then there are the times when you go for the offstage stuff and you end up putting yourself at a disadvantage just by kind of going for those risks.
I just need to chill out.
Yeah, there was the time on the platform, too, when you back threw me. And it was easy just for me to... Yeah, easy for me to recover past you and then have the stage advantage again. And that's one thing that's really important for Diddy, because having that space behind him allows him to kind of move backwards, pull banana, allows him to, you know, fade back forward airs, fade back airs, you know, do the things that are actually really, really safe with him. And then when you kind of get that taken away by yourself and kind of put yourself in the corner, suddenly the matchup's a lot harder. Most matchups are a lot harder. And yeah, it's something that kind of seems like a small thing, and it wouldn't like immediately pop out to you as a bad habit, but it's something that will get you a lot of mileage once you kind of fix it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll happen.
There we go. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Are you supposed to be out of that down and away?
Usually just away. The down won't help much.
Yeah, that's what I did.
But for the most part, like yeah, when you're on stage and you're doing what you're doing, it's going really, really well. Your punishes are getting better now too. And when you're kind of keeping me at ledge, it's becoming like a lot harder for me. Another thing I'd say is I don't think I've seen you do just like regular monkey flip without the kick, like at all yet. And it's just that's just kind of a thing that's like making sure you're using all of your options, because the more things your opponent has to think about, the harder it's going to be for them, obviously. So as like for example, when you pull banana, almost every time you pull banana, what you'll do is you'll just pick it up with fair, and catch people for dashing in. But then when I kind of started shielding that, then you kind of just like kept doing it. So just be careful about that, and that's one place where that monkey flip could really, really come in handy. Just ignoring the banana after you pull it entirely and just monkey flipping at your opponent. Because that regular monkey flip, you can't do anything out of that initial dash besides like... Well, you can't do anything out of the initial dash, and then once you get into that full dash, like... What most people are going to try and do is they're going to try and dash it in, they're going to try and shield the forward tilt, and then do something. So that's a really, really good place to kind of thread in that regular monkey flip.
Okay. shit, I thought I air dodged.
Yeah, so see, that's a perfect example. You were edge guarding me super duper hard, and then the one time you chose to go off stage, you actually died for it. Nice.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Damn.
Yeah. So, back on kind of the topic of that, like, that regular monkey flip. I think there are just some options that you're not like 100% comfortable using yet. Just because you probably don't use them and they're not kind of like habitual at this point.
Yeah.
And I think it would help you a lot just to kind of like get those into habit, because like not only are they different options for your opponent to think about and predict, but as soon as you start doing them, it makes your other options so much better too. Because you're just like your regular monkey flips or like your regular short hop fairs are going to become so much more like difficult to predict once they're thinking about like 4 options rather than just like 2, you know? And same for your like landing options and like ledge options. Some of these times it's easy for me to kind of like predict what you're going to do off stage and go off and kind of like give you, because the large majority of the time you're just going for the ledge. And while that's a pretty safe option, if I'm calling it out each time and I know eventually you're going to touch the ledge, you know, there's kind of lines I can draw there. But
Yeah.
if you start going high, you start, you know, like mixing things up a little bit more, then suddenly those recoveries to ledge are going to get better, as well as everything else that you're, like, then you're also mixing it up, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I think that game, too, was the first time that I saw, like, monkey flips into, like, pop gun cancels, like, pop gun reverses. And because I didn't expect them, I was like, oh, wow, okay, I had no idea he was going to do that, and I couldn't catch your landing off of it. But I hadn't seen them at all before then. So I'd say, like, just try and integrate those options so that they... It's hard to kind of think about all the options that you're going to, like, that you have, and use them all mid-game, but I'd say that's something that would help you a lot.
Okay. Oh shit. Oh, my double jump disappeared.
Nice, very good.
Oh, okay.
So those are both goofy kills. But one thing that's just really good that you're doing already is just the fact that you're shielding the heel slide and not even caring about whether she does the second part and just grabbing it, which is really important. So that's something already that you're doing that's really good. Yeah, so that's that offstage thing again. Sometimes it'll when the reward is high, it's good, but sometimes the risk is like just as bad. Nice.
Damn, that was sick.
Thank you. So yeah, like that game, you were winning for the most part. Like you were winning neutral. You were winning, like you were getting good punishes. But just that one time that you went off stage basically cost you that game. So just be super careful about it. That's something that really should be kind of like kept as a trump card, or if you have like a hard call out, because as soon as somebody like starts to expect that sort of thing, then it gets really punishable.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
No.
All right, nice. So one thing I'd also say is you're getting out of combos pretty well. Like your DI is good enough that you're getting out of the combos well. But just be careful what you do at like right after you get out of them. Because a lot of the time you're just kind of going aggressive and swinging immediately. And while that isn't necessarily a bad option, it's like, yet again, it's kind of the thing you're going to each time.
Can you repeat like everything you just said? I had to like disconnect really quick.
Oh,
I
okay.
hear you.
Yeah, no worries.
My bad.
So basically, just like you're getting out of the combos well enough. Your SDI, your DI is good to the point where like you can just kind of pop out of combos, which is really, really good. But just your options after you pop out of the combo, you want to be really careful about. Because right now, the large majority of what you're doing is just immediately like jumping up and trying to attack Bayo.
Yeah.
And if that gets predictable, there are options she has that will kind of demolish that, like Witch Time, or even just kind of like holding Nair, so that when you jump up, it trades. And sometimes you can get really, really good punishes when she gets to the ground. So just like don't tunnel vision too hard just to immediately hit her. Or rather, you can do that every once in a while, but you want to make sure that it's mixed up so that she doesn't predict it super hard.
Okay. Oh, fuck. Alright.
Whoops, that was a really bad angle. So the first stock, the one thing that you were getting punished for the most was just going for things that weren't true, and then getting punished out of it. Like, you tried to do down tilt into something at, like, I don't even know if you tried to do down tilt into anything at, like, 15%, or if it was just that not safe on hit. But Fox falls so fast that you really have to kind of, like, change up the openings you get. As well as there was one at, like, down at, like, 60 where you tried to go to down tilt to grab, and I up tilted you out of it, and then I killed you for it.
Oh yeah.
So I'd say one thing you should definitely try is I think the training mod pack would help you with a lot of this kind of like punish game stuff, especially on like specific characters that may be an issue, like Fox. I think it's an absolute lifesaver. They added in the whole like save and load features now, so that you can just you can just start and stop whenever. You can set someone up with a grab and then practice doing like up throw, down throw combos, and then immediately just reset. It makes it so easy to practice just like specific things.
Is it easy to download?
There are guides for it. It's something that like might take like a little bit of time to do, but it's something that there are also like guides everywhere for it. And they're very, very like step-by-step easy guides. So like if you're looking for it, and also there are tons of people that would help you too. It's something that like might take you like an hour or so to set up. It's not something that like it's just like easy drag and drop, but it's something that would help you a ton. It's something that I've used a lot for like Bayo combos and then Ryu extensions and that kind of stuff. I think it's something that would helps everybody a lot.
3, 2, 1, go!
Nice. Nice, that was really good.
Damn. I keep missing that. I'm so sad.
Nice, there you go. That's it. But yeah, for the most part, you're doing better in that matchup now. The mix-ups on the side Bs were a lot better too. Just like consciously picking different options each time. I didn't expect the first one where you didn't do the kick. I didn't expect it at all. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna be able to hold shield here, and it's gonna work out. But that was really, really good. I'm gonna swap around a little bit more and just see if I can pick anything else out. I find that I have a better time picking out different things with different characters. I hope you don't mind.
Yeah, no, I don't mind. Who are you going now?
A Sheik.
Oh shit! All right.
Three, two, one, go!
Oh, that was a really hard call out, Dan.
Oh, I went way too deep. Yeah, I'm dead as shit. No. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Didn't get my D out in time. But yeah, so that was a perfect example of the like what can go right and what can go wrong with those those down airs. The first one was actually in a really good position where like even if you missed it, you could have landed on stage perfectly fine. And those ones are ones that I'd be like, yeah, go for those. Like if you have callouts like that, like there's the risk there is very much mitigated by the fact that you don't have to use your barrels and you don't have to go off stage.
Yeah.
But then the second one, when you went off stage and then you ended up having to use your barrels, then that was the one that you actually died on. So just knowing which ones are the ones you can go for, which ones you should and shouldn't go for, basically.
All right. Yeah, I have to go in like a little bit, so I think I could do like one more.
All right, cool. Yeah, that's almost an hour too. So
Yeah.
I'm guessing that's why you asked to start 15 minutes early.
Yeah.
All right, my bad.
Yeah, that's all good.
I had to clean and install Windows. My computer kept blue screening.
That was stupid. Oh shit.
So yeah, the one other thing I'll mention real quickly before you go is just part of predictability is rhythm. So that's exactly what that F smash was. When I ran up to you and I F smashed. That was just a call out on you coming out of shield on like about the same time each time you ended up shielding.
Yeah.
So not only is predictability like which option you choose, but you also have to remember that the rhythm is extremely important. because a
Right,
lot of the
okay.
time the rhythm, no matter which option you choose, one option can cover a lot of them if they have the right timing. But yeah, I'd say the big things is just be careful about giving up stage control. The second thing is just work on those punishes and get the punishes like as best you can, and then work on integrating more of those options so that the options you are using are better, and then you also are a little bit more unpredictable in what you're doing.
Okay.
All right,
Thank you so much for the help. I appreciate it.
no worries, dude. You have a nice night.
You too.